Market cap, Hbar, right on. So haven't looked at this in a few days. You can see I drew out this zone, and he had price just absolutely destroy it. So two massive daily bull candles right through this zone. This seems to be pulling back a little bit, but we'll see what it pulls back to. So obviously no trade here, completely hammered this zone. You got this upper area here. We'll see how this, I mean, this is on the weekly. We'll see how the weekly closes, but I mean, that is a ton of weekly bullish momentum into this area. So no interest in shorting this anytime soon until that momentum dies off. But you can see this is a pretty significant zone. But if it breaks this area, I mean, might be good to go for a bit here. You got this bottom area on the weekly around 3.5. That might act as some sort of resistance if price goes up to that, but it's gonna have to break this area first, which could do, like, this seems to be there seems to be quite a bit of momentum here. So price is now way above this daily moving average, so I would completely change my positioning here to a long position depending on how price functions in this zone. So you can see price action like recently, these last few weeks or whatever, you know, even since the beginning of August here, this is vastly different than this, where there's all these huge wicks, you know, huge areas of rejection here, you know, something like this. And now just look at this, it's just absolutely full and, you know, completely destroyed this zone. So I'd probably be looking at a long position in this area somewhere here if price comes back down to it. Obviously would have to reject this zone here and come down, but so you need some sort of pullback. And then as far as like a timeline, I mean, this is the start of September here, but we don't really know what we're looking at as far as ranges, because the monthly ranges for these cryptos are just crazy. So but I would be looking for a long position if price came, you know, if it pulled back to this area and rejected, I'd be looking to the top of this area and then the bottom of up to here, all the way probably up to like 3.5. So, but price would have to come back down, reject this area or an area close to it, because we don't really have much to go off of yet. But we just know there's a lot of bullish momentum in the market, so that's a good sign. And then, yeah, you want to see price pull back to somewhere in this area here. It's kind of like our last, you know, it's kind of our, we don't have a ton of, you know, like we don't have a clear-cut area here, but you can just see that price did reject this area a bunch of times and now kind of broke through it. So this is probably our best bet to go off of. And then what I like to do is find out where my whole numbers are. So I believe 2 billion is right over here. So, oh, I don't know where that went. Was over here. I don't know if this will. Trying to figure out these coordinates here. Oh. So you're looking at just 2, I think. Does that work, or does it put it? I don't know, apparently, what? I don't know what's going on here. We'll just set this line here, because that was weird. Right at 2. Oh, keeps disappearing. Alright, well, this is what we're going to do then. We're just got to get it as close as we can manually. There's your whole number. Your 2 billion here. There we go, perfect. Okay, so exactly, this is what we're looking for. We're looking for price to come back down, touch this, you know, this 2 on the dot, probably reject this zone here, somewhere close to this, reject this daily moving average, and then probably look for a long entry to 3.5 up here. Because there's a ton of bullish momentum here, so it's like with these massive candles, as long as price comes back and rejects this whole number here and this, you know, area of significance here, then I'd be pretty inclined to buy this and just set your stop maybe below this moving average here, and you'd be good to go. So I'll check back on this in a few days, keep you guys posted with Hbar here. But yeah, I do like to see like complete change, and you can see like the price action here is just completely switched directions now, and what price used to reject is now decimating. So lots of bulls in this market now, so I want to capitalize on these big moves upwards when the time is right. So let price come back down to here, reject, and then look for a long position. So that is Hbar.